Hey guys, so I am finally back on YouTube. It's been a while, I know. The summer was insane, lots going on, and I just didn't have time to make a video and schedule videos like I wanted to, but hopefully now I'll be able to do that for sure. And so since I do have a few new subscribers, and of course my dedicated subscribers that have been here since the beginning, I wanted to do a video that just lays out who I am, because I don't think I've ever done that. I'm sure you can pick up on little things about my personality from watching videos, but I think this is a great idea to just lay out 50 facts about moi. So that's what I'm going to do, the 50 facts tag, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alrighty, let's get started. So I'm reading them off my phone. I wrote them in the notes app. So yeah, let's just get started with the first one. So I was born in April, so April 5th specifically. So I just love that. I love the spring, and I just love that about me. I'm an Aries, of course, because I fall in that gap, and I love being an Aries. It's the first sign of the zodiac, and I feel like we're the best. I'm sorry, we just are. I have two older brothers. I'm apparently related to Chris Rock on my dad's side. So I never met him, but apparently we're related. I've never met either of my grandfathers on my mother or my dad's side. And that's because they died before I was born. I'm right-handed, right? I'm a righty. My first and only dog was a miniature poodle, and her name was Duchess. We called her Dutch for short. She was like the cutest little thing. Hopefully I can like insert a photo so you guys can see. But I just loved her so much, and she died when I was in like middle school, I believe. So I had her from like kindergarten to middle school. So that was a good amount of time, you know, for her. I'm a college graduate, University of Maryland, go Terps. I majored in film, so yeah. I was a tour guide in college, so public speaking is not that scary for me because I had to do it every week in front of lots of different types of people. So I remember my first time ever tour guiding, like I was freaking out. Like I had to just call my dad and be like, Dad, I can't do it, I can't do it. He was like, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine. And so I was. I've only been outside of the country once, and that was when I went to France last summer, which was the best time of my life. I went for the Cannes Film Festival and to intern, so it was amazing. I'm named after my great aunt, so my great aunt Rebecca. I'm Rebecca. That's how that works. I have two middle names, and that's kind of cool because my name's like really long, and I like that. There's a 12-year age gap between me and my oldest brother. So I'm 22, he's 34. I do photography. I can link you to my photography vlog. I do make films as a film major. I make short films and write screenplays and all that kind of stuff. I love to blog on Tumblr. Tumblr is like my favorite blogging site ever. It's amazing. If you don't have a Tumblr, you definitely need to get on there. And that leads into number 18. I have 5 Tumblrs, but I only use 2 primarily. My personal one and this other one I use that's pretty popular. It's a niche blog about DC, where I'm from. That's another random fact. I talk out my problems with others instead of keeping them bottled up. Yeah, I'm that type of person. I don't really like to keep all my feelings down and not talk about it when I'm in pain or I'm going through a dilemma. I like have to talk it out, and normally I'm talking it out to my mom or close friends of mine, so that they can like just say, Rebecca, it's gonna be fine, just relax. So that's what I normally do. My favorite colors are blue and pink. So even though my favorite colors are blue and pink, my room colors are pretty much green and lavender. So I just don't really want to live in a pink and blue room. That's like, even though they're my favorite colors, that's just not calming to me. My favorite place to explore is New York City. I used to live there for a little bit, well, Long Island, and then go into the city a lot. And so I can't wait to move back there. I love it. I love to swim, but I hate deep water. And I know that's a contradiction, but I taught myself how to swim, and so I just never really like enjoy deep water. Like I can swim in it and be like okay, but I won't dive into deep water because I have this phobia that I just feel like I'm gonna drown. Even though I know how to swim, I just feel like I'm not gonna come up. Even though I'm like trying to swim as hard as I can to the top, I just feel like I'm not gonna come up. Even though our bodies are primarily water, so I would probably float to the top, but I still have that phobia. So I taught myself how to swim underwater first, then on top of the water, and then the last thing I taught myself how to do was tread water. So I did everything kind of backwards because treading water is really important for you to stay afloat and like not drown. I love the beach. Oh my gosh, I definitely would love to have like a house on the beach or like a timeshare or something, so that every summer I can go to the beach and just exfoliate my feet in the sand and body surf the waves and all that. I would love it. it. I'm a pretty independent person. I really like to do things myself because sometimes people are incompetent and it's like I can get it done, so you know, hey. And I think it's also growing up in the city, like it just makes you more independent as a person. I prefer to chase a guy rather than a guy chase me. Like I get turned off if a guy like tries to holler at me or whatever down like on the street. I'm just like ugh, no. But if I see a guy that I'm interested in, I prefer to like chase him down and get his number and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of my personality. I like putting stuff together from IKEA. I know some people hate it. They wish like IKEA would come, ship the stuff, and put it together for them. But I find satisfaction in creating a bookcase, creating a bed, a desk, or whatever. I just love doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, I can be kind of shy at first, but I open up pretty quickly. And that still happens a little bit now, but not as much as it used to, especially after becoming a tour guide, because you kind of have to put yourself out there all the time. So I'm not as shy as I used to be, but it still can happen in different circumstances. I love French fries. French fries are amazing, especially like just like really when they're like really crispy on the outside and like super soft on the inside. Like I just adore that. I love to bake and cook. So my dad's a chef, so my mom can cook as well. So I've grown up like knowing how to cook per se, yeah. And I just like listening to music on my phone and like jamming out and cooking like amazing food. And I've been doing it like for the past week so far, like consecutively, because my parents still cook a lot. But I've been cooking and they've been loving my food, so that's always nice. I procrastinated a lot in school, but I also did really well. So for me, like I'll wait till the last minute to do an assignment, but like because of all that pressure, I do really well in the assignment versus if I do it really early in like the week before it's due. So yeah, I actually never went out to the bars in college. Like I just didn't. The bars just were not my thing. I barely drank and I hate being around sloppy drunks. So it just, yeah, I'd rather go clubbing than going to the bars. I'm a night owl, so that's probably also why the procrastination thing, they go hand in hand. I stay up really late most times, and that's when I feel the most creative, and that's when I can think the most. It's like when the world's the quietest, or at least our hemisphere is the quietest, and I can really think and process things. So yeah, I'm an Apple girl, so I have an iPhone, I have a MacBook, my whole family has MacBooks, we all have iPhones, we have an iMac in the office, so yeah, we're an Apple family, and I think I started the transition when I first got my MacBook like years ago. If I had to choose a console, I'd be a Nintendo girl because we always had like N64, GameCube, I had a DS, a Nintendo SP, the original Game Boy, like we've had it all, so Nintendo girl for sure. I prefer candid shots rather than actual posed photo shoots. So when I am doing photography, I prefer just to take the photo of someone versus them posing for me, because I feel like you can get someone's true reaction and happiness on the film versus if they're like posing and trying to portray happiness or whatever emotion you're trying to get from them. I'm a nail biter. Unfortunately, I've been doing it since I was a kid, since I probably did two. My mom's like hates it, but it's like a nervous thing for me. Like if I'm under extreme stress, it's a way that I like release the stress, and I know like I need to get over it, but like I've tried so many times and it still doesn't happen. But you know, there's always hope. Maybe one day I just won't do it anymore, so we'll see. I'm really into sci-fi lately. Like I've been watching X-Files on Netflix, lots of just sci-fi shows in general. One of my favorite that you guys all should watch is Sense8. It's amazing, by the Wachowskis, who made they made The Matrix. So yeah, one of the best shows I've seen in a really long time on Netflix, so definitely check it out. I have really vivid dreams, and I feel like they always have a meaning. So me and my mom are really into like reading certain things, have things like life having signs and everyday things, I don't know, but like I'll have a vivid dream that feels so real, and when I wake up I just feel like it's saying something about my life, if that makes sense. I am a mommy's girl, but I did used to be a daddy's girl. My dad used to take me to school when I was younger, like every day, and we used to always spend so much time together compared to my mom. But then he didn't take me to school anymore, and then I became a mommy's girl, and yeah, so she's like my best friend. So yeah, mommy's girl all the way. We just share everything and plus I'm the only girl and I'm the baby in my family, so I guess it just kind of makes sense. I like collecting random facts. So I will like think of something random or hear something random and just like look it up on Wikipedia or the internet or whatever, and just be like looking around and reading stuff. I like love history and things like that, so I guess like I'm kind of a nerd in some ways for sure. Cheeseburgers are definitely a guilty pleasure. I love like eating burgers at different places because I love tasting and seeing who has the best burger, you know, because it's a finesse to it, you know. You gotta have it all together, you know, like all the different components, not just the meat but the cheese and the lettuce, tomato, the bun especially. Like buttered buns are legit so good. So yeah, this is a funny one. I walked past Heidi Klum when I was in France, but I was a little tipsy and it was just like an exciting moment of my life, and so like I was like, oh, wait, that's Heidi Klum, but she had already passed, so like I couldn't even be like, oh my god, you know. And I was like with the people, it would have been weird, and I didn't want to seem like that person that like is starstruck by famous people and like want to get their autograph, take a photo, whatever. So I was just like in my head like, oh my god, that was her, like she's so gorgeous in person. Like she's really gorgeous in person. Like the cameras on Project Runway do not do her justice. She's beautiful. I speak Italian okay. I'm a little rusty right now because I haven't spoken it in a while and I haven't been in college taking it in a while, but I feel like if I went to Italy I could do the basics and have a conversation with the locals. I have brown hair but my braids are black. I always get black braids. Favorite alcoholic drink? Okay, so for wine it's rosé. And we don't really drink rosé a lot in America. So the closest that we do drink, like popular wise, is like White Zinfandel, so like that sweet pink wine. Ugh, I hate it. I hate sweet alcohol. But so yeah, when I went to France, that's like all they were drinking was rosé. So I like really loved it, and when I came back here, I realized we don't drink it a lot. But basically, it's a drier wine. It's not as sweet or anything like that, but it tastes so good to me. And then for like a regular mixed drink, I like vodka cranberry, and probably because I really like cranberry juice and it's simple. But I had a amaretto sour like this summer and I loved it, so that could be my next favorite drink. I don't know. Gatorade is love. Like I love Gatorade. Like I'm sure it's not even that healthy for you, but whenever I'm like really stressed or sick, Gatorade just like does it, man. That the electrolytes and all that, it really gets me going. My favorite podcast is The Read, which you guys should check out. I don't know if you guys know the YouTuber Kid Fury, but he has his own podcast with Crystal, who is a cool chick. She's really cool. And so he's gay and she's a lesbian, and they talk about pop culture, which I love. And it's just an amazing, fun hour and plus minutes, and it's every Thursday. It comes out every Thursday. And so yeah, that's my favorite podcast. And then the last one, 50. I used to want to be a therapist because I felt like I am a great listener and I provide great advice. Even if I don't take my advice, I think I provide great advice. And I always seem to calm my friends down, and they come to me whenever they need something. And I'm a non-judgmental type of person. I'm very open, and I'm not going to judge you on anything that you tell me because, hey, I'm not God, and so I can't judge you. But anyway, that is the 50 facts about me. What am I saying? So 50 facts about me. I hope you guys liked it. I enjoyed doing it. And if you have any questions, if you want to know anything more about me, feel free to ask. And like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.